Hello ladies and gents, boys and girls, people of all ages, sexualities and identities, and welcome back to another Doctor Who review, and we're moving on to Cold War. So what is Cold War about? Well, you may be thinking that it has some kind of implication to the actual Cold War, which you'd be right and wrong about. Essentially, the Doctor and Clara mess up. They're supposed to be aiming for Vegas, but somehow they end up on a Soviet-Russian submarine. And they soon discover that the Russians have uncovered something from the ice. Something that they should have left where it was, because now that they've taken it, the whole crew of the submarine is at risk. Everything begins to go haywire, and as the Doctor slowly begins to turn around, he realizes exactly what they have on board of the submarine. Something that should have been left in the ice and should have never been able to essentially defreeze. An ice warrior. But not just any ice warrior. Group Marshal Skaudak of the Ice Warriors. That's right, Skaudak the warrior, one of the greatest warriors of Martian history, has been laying dormant inside of the ice. And at the beginning of this episode, we watch a young boy who begins to try and burn away at the ice and doesn't realize what he's really doing. When he uncovers the creature inside of the ice, Skaudak reaches out and snaps his bones. An instant, just no mercy whatsoever. He then pretty much breaks into the rest of the sub and starts marching down towards the central console of the submarine to try and find a way of communicating with his people. He then, at some point in the story, begins to go on an absolutely creepy-ass alien rampage as he starts climbing out of the suit and begins to essentially take prisoners as he goes. This is after a failed attempt by Clara Oswald to try and talk to him in his suit and essentially honour him as a soldier. When he feels like he's being mistreated and not taken seriously, he essentially manages to control his suit and get right to the control room so that he can launch the missiles from the sub and cause another global war. The Doctor manages to stop him just in time, warning him that if he's not careful, the Doctor will self-destruct the whole sub and destroy everyone within it, even himself. The Doctor explains to Skaudak that a lot of people from Mars have died due to the fact of the change in climate. It's not like it was 1,000 years ago, and he has laid dormant, so his very own daughter could be dead. However, due to the ongoing signal from his suit, luckily for Skaudak, a group of scouts managed to pick him up and take him back to Mars. He respects the Doctor at the end of the story and pretty much points out that if it wasn't for the Doctor, a lot more people would have died. So, Cold War. What would I give it out of 10? It's a very solid story, and I feel like Mark Gatter's bringing back the Ice Warriors is one of the most iconic things this era could have ever done. And for that reason, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next Doctor Who review. Till then, goodbye, stay beautiful, you beautiful people.